Good news. Seems like there's a lot fewer leaves here at the entrance piled up to blow out of the way and make our entrance look a lot nicer here. But bad news, probably a lot fewer leaves because that tree's dead. That tree's a goner, and it's leaning out over the road, so I don't think I'm going to tackle bringing that one down by myself. I'm either going to have to pay somebody to come and do it, or we're just going to let it fall and then Department of Transportation can clean it up, maybe. We'll see what happens. It'll be a few years before that thing comes down, but anyway, this is up here at our main entrance. The road's right there, sign's right there, and this is a big double width driveway entrance here, and the leaves just pile up. You know, there's a residence up here that shares our driveway, so there's some regular traffic that goes in and out of here, but they just kind of, you know, use one single lane going in and out. So the rest of this double entrance always fills up with leaves, and even like you can see down here, there's grass and weeds that are growing up through there. I came through here a few weeks ago and kind of sprayed everything, but I obviously missed some over there. So anyway, trying to keep the entrance looking nice so that our property has a good first impression when people roll up here. But what I'm working on today, obviously this here is now cleaned up. Now we're going to move over to the parking area. I've got some cleanup work to do over there. There's still some branches and stuff from that tree that I took down a few videos ago, and then there's obviously a lot of leaves that have already fallen. So if you look around, there's still a whole bunch of leaves on the tree. So I'm gonna have to do this again in another week or two. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blow a lot of the leaves out of the way, and then we'll probably go ahead and start spreading some wood chips down. That's what we do to kind of prep the parking surface for our Christmas season. So that's what I'm working on today. Cleaning up the entrance, cleaning up the parking lot. Follow along, let's have a little fun. Here we go. So that's not bad. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna have to do this again in a couple weeks because there's still quite a few leaves on the trees, but I don't like letting the leaves sit on this gravel area. We only have this one little spot. It's like 30 feet by 50 feet here, that's gravel. And then last year when I was doing this, I realized how much gravel cost, and I decided not to do the entire parking area in gravel. So anyway, the rest of this way over here is what we also use as parking, and it was right up here where I had taken down that big oak tree, and there's still a few small logs and a bunch of sticks that I need to clean up from over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the tractor and do some of that right now, and then I'll drop a little bit of mulch and I'll hook the rake up to the tractor, and I'll just rake out some of this parking area, and that'll be good to go. We're not terribly far from the Army's Fort Pickett, and we regularly get jets and helicopters flying around, but I've never seen them that low. That was crazy. Glad I wasn't flying the drone today, because that would have freaked me out. Pretty cool. So to maintain this parking area, last year we spread a whole lot of wood chips down. You can see that's mostly what's down here. And of course there's a lot of leaf litter as well. But I've just been using this old cultivator rake. This is something that came with our property. And it's missing a few teeth, but it does all right with kind of smoothing out the mulch. And it does a pretty good job at picking up sticks and stuff too. So I just made one quick pass over here on my way in. And you can see what it does. Kind of rakes everything up. And when it gets full of debris, like if it gets a lot of sticks and stuff in it, it'll just pile up and it won't distribute the mulch around. And when it gets piled up, I just go over there in the tree line and kind of drop everything off and then just pile stuff up in the tree line. So that seems to work pretty good. And then I'm going to end up grabbing some more wood chips from across the way over there and spreading them out wherever the wood chips are a little thin. So I'll spend 20 minutes or so knocking some of this out, and then our parking lot should be in great shape for the holiday season. Well, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that. That sends a signal to YouTube that they should show this video to other people who like similar kinds of content. So this is the parking area. I think it's looking in pretty good shape now. There's still a lot more leaves to fall, as I've mentioned several times. So I'm not going to spread any more wood chips down today. I'm going to wait for those leaves to fall. I'll come back through with a rake or maybe the leaf blower again and try to get some of that leaf litter up before we put some more wood chips down. So maybe in another 2 to 3 weeks or so, we'll come back through and do a final cleanup and prep here of the parking area. But if we had to park people here today, it would be just fine. It's not too muddy. We just got a bunch of rain the other day too. So this is all in great shape. What we usually do is, if you can see this rope here with the pink tape on it, we usually just park cars facing their nose towards this rope. And we can fit about 12 cars right here in this little section of rope, if we count what's parked on both sides. And then in the gravel area, spin y'all around, the gravel area here, we've got parking for like another 10 cars. And we rarely have more cars here at one time than that. But if we did, then we just park cars nose in along this tree line right here. And we go right on down our property line over there, nose in, or they could back in or whatever. But all in all, we got room for like 60 cars if we really had to pack them in here. But we've just never had that many cars here at one time. So we know we'll get there eventually, but for now, we just we don't have that kind of audience. And for Christmas season, the average visit is relatively short. People come, they enjoy their hot chocolate, they enjoy the fire pit for a few minutes, they pick out their tree and they're gone. I'd say on average it's probably like 30 minutes for the visit. So people are kind of rotating through here, so cars tend not to pile up. So we're really not going to need like this entire area up here. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed this one, hit that like button. And coming up in a future video, I've got to clean up some of this, and we're due to kind of turn the mulch piles. The mulch piles get really, really hot from all that composting organic material that is inside of these piles. And actually, when I first got here this morning, there was like loads of steam coming off the piles. So I'm due to turn them. We just got another load here. This pile here was just delivered yesterday. So anyway, this all needs to get cleaned up. We need to turn the piles, and we need to kind of rotate through the inventory. So what I end up doing is basically when we need chips for something, I take them from down this end. This is all stuff that was delivered like last year. And then I kind of slowly move the pile over that way. And then I take all the newest chips and I put them on that end. And then as I turn the pile, I just lift from here and I move it over that way. So every time we move the pile, every time we turn the pile, we're kind of, you know, bringing our oldest stuff down this way, and that's what we take from when we need it. Anyway, that'll be a future video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.